Hello, everyone. Today, we will be exploring the importance and use of signposting and listening. Signposting refers to the verbal cues and markers that guide listeners through spoken discourse, aiding in comprehension and overall coherence. So, whether you're listening to lectures, presentations, or conversations, understanding and recognizing signposting can greatly enhance your listening skills. So, without further ado, let's jump right in to the first part: importance of signposting. In terms of enhancing understanding, signposting helps listeners follow the flow of information, making it easier to comprehend the main ideas and supporting details. It provides structure and context, which allows us to make connections and draw inferences as we listen. The second one, in terms of facilitating note taking. So, when listening to lectures or presentations, effective signposting helps us identify key points and organize our notes. It enables us to capture essential information more efficiently, making review and study more effective. The next one, in terms of improving coherence. So, signposting aids in creating a coherent and logical flow of information. It helps listeners anticipate shifts in topic, understand relationship between ideas, and follow the speaker's train of thoughts. Now, let's move on to the second part, types of postings. But in this time around, I will describe it through whiteboards. There are five types of signpostings. The first one, introductory phrases. So these phrases indicate the start of a new topic or subtopic. For example, as you can see here, first of all, moving on to or in relation to. Secondly, sequencing phrases. These phrases highlight the order or sequence of ideas. For example, next, then, finally. Perhaps you are familiar with this one, right? The third one, contrasting phrases. In this case, these phrases signal a shift or contrast in ideas. For example, on the other hand, however, in contrast, or perhaps if you are not familiar with, nevertheless, on the one hand, on another hemisphere, those are actually contrasting phrases as well. The next one, examples and illustrations. Signposting can also involve providing examples or illustrations to support or clarify ideas. And phrases like this, it is utilized for examples and illustrations which are really common used, right? For example, let me illustrate to illustrate my point, to exemplify, let me clarify, and those are the examples. The next one, summarizing and concluding. These phrases can help summarize information or draw conclusions. For example, to sum up, in conclusion, to recap is also basically the same as to sum up. Or perhaps to conclude, it is also considered as summarizing and concluding. Now, let's dive into the third part, recognizing and practicing signposting. In terms of active listening, train yourself to actively listen for signposting like this. For signposting cues while engaging with spoken discourse, focus on identifying introductory phrases, sequencing words, contrasting markers, and summarizing phrases. The second one, noting patterns. You really have to pay attention to the speaker's use of signpostings in various contexts. Note how they transition between topics, introduce new information, or even provide examples. And this will help you become familiar with common patterns and enhance your comprehensions. And the last one, practice exercises. So engage in listening exercises that specifically focus on signposting. Listen to recordings or watching videos where signposting is used and try to identify the markers and their functions. It will train your ear to recognize and understand signposting cues in real life situations. So, my fellow viewers, signposting plays a pivotal role in listening comprehension by providing structure, coherence, and guidance. So, understanding the importance of signposting and use of signposting can greatly enhance your listening skills and overall understanding of spoken discourse. So remember to actively listen for signposting cues, note patterns in their usage, and engage in practice exercises to reinforce your recognition and comprehension. So by mastering signposting, you will navigate spoken discourse more effectively, improve your taking note abilities, and ultimately enhance your overall listening proficiency. Thank you so much for joining me in today's session on signposting and listening. Keep practicing and honing your skills, and you will see a noticeable improvement in your ability to understand and follow spoken English. Thank you.